Hello, fellow truckers, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. We are continuing on the second half of our journey from... That's confusing. Why does it say I still have 639 miles to go? Oh, probably because it's rerouted me. Sorry about that. We are continuing on the second half of our journey from Garden City, Kansas to Austin, Texas with a load of vegetables. It's kind of a boring load, but we're on this load because we need to make enough money to purchase our new garage, as well as the new truck that we're going to put in that garage. So, unfortunately, I don't believe that the route we currently have is correct because we only had like 350 miles left to go. And for whatever reason, the GPS is now trying to take us off on a wild goose chase. So I'm going to turn down this road and see. There. Okay, here we go. All right, so we just need to turn left here. All right, that was confusing because sometimes, I mean, it really wanted us to go down a really long road to reroute that. That was kind of dumb. But anyways, we're going to continue on our trip, finish the last 362 miles that are left to get this route completed, drop off our trailer, and then if we have enough time when the episode is done, we might go ahead and grab ourselves the garage space that we need in the truck. Just depends on how long it takes us to actually finish this. If we get nice freeway cruising the entire way, then, you know, cool. If we don't, then I don't know. We might not have time. We're gonna go ahead and get out of town here and get onto a nice steady speed, hopefully. The problem is that when you get on these back roads like this, especially in this game, there's just a lot of little small towns that you end up flying through. So it's like, or even flying through, a lot of small towns that you end up driving through, and you know, whereas driving consistently on the freeway at 70 plus miles an hour can get you somewhere really quick. Constantly having to slow down to 40 or 30 because you're going through a small town really extends the trip duration. So hopefully we can get ourselves a lot of highway driving like this. I just wanted to hop out and give you guys a nice view of the smokestacks there. Try to do my best to stay in our lane as we're driving. Hopefully not crash into anything. Did the best I could there. It's really hard to hold the lane from the external view while you're turning. It's very hard to judge that because, you know, I kind of want to see what you guys are seeing too, but, you know, I make sacrifices for you guys. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. Rest area in 1 mile. We're not going to be stopping there because we just got back on the road, obviously. Kind of sucks when it gets super foggy like this, especially at 2:50 in the afternoon. I'm not sure why there would be fog at 2:50 in the afternoon. I think they might want to take, well, never mind. I was going to say, I think they might want to take another look at their weather program or whatever, but I'm like, well, no, I'm using a weather mod right now, so that right there is probably what's causing the problem. The mod, I'm using this an ultra hardcore, I forget what it says. It's ultra realistic or ultra hardcore or ultra brutal or something like that weather system. I think the mod needs an update because I don't think anywhere ever, unless you have some extreme conditions, has fog in the late afternoon. Like, I don't think the dew point goes down that far when the sun's out and bright, when the sun's out and shining like that in the afternoon like that on a regular day. Nothing much really happening right now. I do try, because I use my voice as the trigger, as my visual trigger for where I cut the boring parts out. I have to remember to just kind of talk every few minutes, every little bit. I try not to go any more than like 30 seconds or something like that without talking, just to make sure that you guys don't lose too much continuity out of the video. I would try to get an external view, but we are approaching these trucks from the rear, and when I turn to the side, it's going to be really hard to see if I'm going to smash into them. So we're just going to go ahead and move over. We're going to get past these trucks here, and hopefully the speed limit stays the same. I see a water tower up there, which tells me we're probably coming into a town, but hopefully this freeway or this highway here passes by it instead of going through it. I doubt it. Oh, we just came into Texas, Wichita Falls. Cool. Well, welcome to Texas, I think think. Oh, we need to get over, and unfortunately, this truck is right here, so let me cut my turn signal on. Hopefully we can get past him, and there we go. All right, cool. So we're slowing down to 60, it looks like. Wichita Falls. Oh, I don't know if we're going. I don't know if we're in Wichita Falls or if that sign was just saying. I don't know. It looked like a welcome sign. So, and I think Wichita Falls is in Kansas actually. So I don't know. I don't think we're in Texas yet. And the speed, but the speed has definitely dropped down. So I think. Oh, yeah. I think I have a feeling because I think we have to pass through. Don't you have to pass through the Oklahoma Panhandle? So we're definitely going to be getting out of Texas here or out of Kansas. We're going to be definitely be getting out of Kansas here pretty soon. But I think we have to pass through the Oklahoma Panhandle to get down to Texas. I would like to get an external view real quick. So we'll hop out of the cab here once we get to the straightaway, and then I'll try to get some kind of an external view of what we're passing through here, just so you guys can have a nice view of what Wichita Falls looks like in the game. It's a sleepy little mid-sized town, I guess, what you'd call it. Let's get back in the cab so we don't end up crashing. The signs down through Texarkana and Fort Worth. But we're not heading to Fort Worth, though. Fort Worth is, like, really far to the east of where Austin is, I think. I'm pretty sure. I know, I lived in Fort Worth for a couple of years, so I'm vaguely familiar with Texas, where the cities are in Texas, but it also has been a few years. It's been, I don't know, 5 or 6 or 7 years or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to go back and like sit down and think about when it was that I lived there. All right, so we're back up to 75, so that's good. We got out of Wichita. I know that in a lot of parts of Texas, the speed limit is like 80 miles an hour. So ideally, we're going to get to the point where we have nice big open roads at 80 miles an hour, and we can just breeze on down to our destination. Just kind of depends. I mean, the 80 mile an hour speed, I've only driven through Texas. I've only driven through most of Texas on the interstate, so I don't know if like the other highways and stuff have 80 mile an hour speed limits. The roads around Fort Worth certainly did not. They had regular 65 mile an hour speed limits for inside city areas. But the freeways in Texas, because Texas is so big, they generally have the freeways and stuff at like 80 miles an hour because it takes forever to get anywhere in Texas. A little picnic area coming up on the right. We don't really have time to stop for it, but maybe if it looks interesting, we'll try to grab an external shot of it. The exit for it coming up right here. We got a nice straightaway, so let's pull out and just take a quick look at what's going on. Shouldn't have to do much in the way of steering, so I mean, they didn't render it in a very detailed way, so not much to look at, but you know, anything that gets us outside the cab and getting a nice panoramic view of the surroundings isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world. So, yeah, why not? Get ourselves continuing down the road. We're down to less than 200 miles now, so ideally only another, 10 minutes or so of driving down the freeway if we don't get stopped by cities and stuff. Traffic is really starting to build up now, though, so I have a bad feeling that we're going to end up getting slowed down by traffic. Okay, well, the speed limit's dropping down to 65. We're already in Fort Worth? What? Okay, well, we're in a town that I've lived in, so there you go. I'll try to get, the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area is a massive populated area. I mean, they call it Dallas-Fort Worth for a reason, so it's a pretty big area. I'm not sure how they rendered it in the game here. We need to stay on this road, so I need to get over to the left. I'll try to hop out of the cab as much as I can to get views of the buildings and stuff, but yeah, that's Fort Worth right there. I don't know if we're going to see Dallas here because Austin is to the west of the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And unless we're driving through the middle in between Fort Worth and, oops, I need to get over. Unless we're driving through the middle of the Fort Worth and Dallas areas, we're not going to see Dallas. Because Fort Worth is on the west side of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, and Dallas is on the east side. It's closer to Louisiana. So if we're driving through Fort Worth right now, and then we're going to end up turning off to the east at some point, because I know Austin is to the east. towards the middle of the state, if I remember correctly. So at some point, I think we're definitely heading south right now. So we're gonna end up veering off to the right towards the west at some point. Yeah, Dallas is gonna exit and head off to the left, which is to the east of us right now. This is gonna take us down and to the right at some point to head west towards Austin. But Texas does have some of the biggest interchanges in the country, I tell you. I mean, tallest and, the kind of craziest looking. Why is this truck passing me at freaking 60 miles an hour? Okay, well, it says we're on the 35 west. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're traveling in a westerly direction. But, yeah, because the compass up there tells us that we're heading, mostly to the south. So at some point, I have to imagine this road is going to bend off to the right, bend off to the west, to a more westerly direction. I don't remember, though, if Austin is in the northern part of the state or more towards the central part. I don't think it's in the southern part. It might be. I can't remember where Austin is in the state exactly. I know it's further to the west than the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, but I don't remember exactly where it is from north to south. So I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Yeah. So we're gonna curve off to the right, and it's gonna head us off towards the Austin area, which is cool. And I think that's probably where we're gonna set up our next garage. As much as I would love to put Fort Worth as the garage for where we are, because I live there, I'd like to put Fort Worth as our garage. But I don't want to drive all the way back out here to do that. And Austin is a decent place to put it. I believe Austin is the capital of Texas, isn't it? I don't remember. I think it is. So having it in the state capital is kind of cool. We only got 100 miles left to go, though, so ideally we only have a few more minutes of freeway driving to do, and then we'll go get our load dropped off. Try to get an external shot as we go over this bridge and see what kind of interesting things there might be nearby. Nothing super visually interesting, but better than sitting inside the cab of the truck, so as I run off the road. Gas station, little convenience store shop. Not too much going on there. Try to get back on the road. I really would like to find, I know that there's lane keeping in the game, but it doesn't really work. Not really. It'll warn you and it'll kind of give you a nudge back into the lane, but if you're not paying attention, you're still going to depart the lane. So they don't, if they don't ever add a way of like forcing you to stay in the lane, like giving the assist enough control to actually keep you in the lane, it just makes it really hard. We're gonna hop out of the cab again just so we can look at this. It just makes it really hard to get shots like this because you're having to really focus on driving instead of getting your shot, instead of getting your view. It would be nice if they had if the lane assist for the truck went into like super control mode when you went external like this, so that you could get the cool shots that you want to get without having to really focus on the driving part so much. I know that they don't because they feel like people will abuse that system, but it's like, keep left. It'd still be nice to be able to have that. I want to hop out again just so we can see this bridge here. I think the suspension bridges are kind of cool. I'm not an expert and I'm not like obsessed with them or anything, but I just think they're kind of cool. So I just wanted to make sure we got a shot of that. Welcome to Waco, Texas. Another 62 miles, and we will be in Austin. We are continuing to head in a mostly southerly direction, it looks like, from the compass there. So I'm guessing Austin is more towards the south, because Fort Worth is kind of in the middle of the state when it comes to the north-south part direction of it. So Austin must be like to the southwest of it. I can't see it on the map right now, and it's just in my head. So I'm sure if we hopped into the map, we could probably see. As a matter of fact, we could just go to the navigation world map and then zoom out. So if we hop out of here, okay, yeah. So Austin's in the it's most of the way towards. Or is San Antonio the capital? I can't remember what the capital of Texas is. I used to know them all, but I just can't remember anymore because how often do you think about other states' capitals? Eventually, the stuff just kind of slides out of your brain. But we've only got 51 miles left to go, so let's try to knock this out as quick as we can. Because hopefully we can get this load delivered, and then ideally we'll still have enough time when we're done to go find whatever garage is available in the city, buy it. Okay, got an exit only here going to Killeen. That's we're not taking that. I have to say that the interchanges in Texas tend to be kind of weird like this, where you're never quite sure where exactly you're supposed to go until you get really close to the interchange there, because the GPS right there is a little bit confusing if you're not really paying attention. But that's okay. We're gonna make it happen. We got less than 30 miles to go now, and we're cruising at a nice 75, so that 30 miles should go real fast. Got another set of buildings coming up. That's clearly Austin up there, so let's just burn our way through this as quick as we can. Get into Austin, get our load delivered. Nice straightaway here, so let's take a look at this little, I don't even know what this is. It's some kind of a shopping center, maybe, or something. I don't know. Not exactly sure what that is. Got some clouds coming in over the city, though, so might be raining here pretty soon, which is going to kind of... Oh, I need to get off the road. I'm not paying attention. I'm too busy yapping and looking at the weather and not paying attention to my directions. We almost missed that turn. That would have sucked. 6 miles to go, though. Hopefully we can make this light. The trucks will start going. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Come on, get through the light, get through the light, get through the light, get through the light. There we go. Very nice. It's really nice when we don't have to stop. We're even making a left turn up there, so let me go ahead and just get in the left lane now. And we're going to have to wait for... Oh, maybe not. We got lucky and the lights changed. You guys never have to wait for lights. I put cuts in, but I have to wait for the lights, and it sucks. Okay, so we can get up to 55. We're going to make a left turn and then a right turn, and then we can see our destination up there.
Continue straight.
So let's just continue on. We got a nice bank over here, some... looks like apartment buildings, maybe. Not too shabby. I'm going to not really be paying a bunch of attention to the external camera right now, because I'm just trying to hurry up and get to our destination. It'd be nice if we could catch this light. No, we're going to have to sit at this light for a second. I'm going to have to sit at this light for a second. Let me correct myself there. All right, that wasn't too bad. Probably like 20 or 30 seconds of waiting. Go ahead and get around this curve here. We're going to stay in the right lane because we have to make a right turn. I'm trying to power through this last part of it as quick as we can, because I don't know if we have enough, if we're going to have enough time once this is over, because we're already past the 20-minute mark. It's going to take us another, 3 or 4 minutes to get through this here, and then driving to the garage, wherever it happens to be, is probably going to take longer to get there than we have time for, because I don't do more than 30 minutes per game that I'm playing, because I have other things to get done in a day. So hopefully this bus is going around to the left and not coming back around at me.
Exit the roundabout.
All right, hop up to the intersection over here and take a left. Unfortunately, the speed limit is only 30 here, so yeah, that's going to drag out our time. So what's probably going to happen is I will do the garage purchase and the truck purchase off the recording, and then when you guys come back for the next episode, we'll be in whatever next truck we're going to do. So let's finish this load here, and then I'll take care of all that administrative stuff offline, because it's going to take us at least another 2 or 3 minutes to finish this part here, probably. All right, I got to make a left turn into this DSV lot here. I'm thinking I might get a flatbed trailer too at some point, just so we can start sticking to more interesting loads, because there is a whole separate market for the car. There's a whole separate cargo market depending on what kind of trailer that you have. And I like the flatbed stuff because you get a bunch of different interesting things. All right, so we're gonna have to blindside this one because there's just no real way for me to back it in that way. So unfortunately, that means we're gonna have to use the UI camera. I don't know if I gave myself enough room. We're gonna try it though. And because I can't see, this right here simulates me stopping the truck, getting out and opening my right door to see where I am, because I can't see where the truck is. So it looks like we're okay. Oop, other way. We're gonna have to pull forward a little bit and straighten that out. Oh, helps to press the correct buttons. We're up on the curb a little bit, but... All right, so that got the trailer in the spot. Not exactly the prettiest parking job in the world, but it is what it is. We have a little bit of time, so let's just take a quick look at the map here and see if we can figure out where the garage is. Yeah, there's a garage here. How long does it say it's going to take us to get to it? 53 miles. Yeah, I'm going to have to do that offline because I just don't have we don't have time to do another 53 miles. So hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers, join as a member for early access to videos among other perks, or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links in the description if you prefer to go that route, because some people like to do that. So those links are there for your convenience. So again, thank you very much for your time. Be sure to come back for the next episode, and I'll see you then.